Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and as does happen occasionally, the Bitcoin clowns pick up on the different FUD articles. This is Max Kaiser. Forbes listed the 20 zombie coins, calling them good for nothing, and it points out XRP, and so I had to retweet it. I said also Forbes, same month, 10 best cryptocurrencies to invest in April 2024. Top 10. There would be XRP right there. Sometimes I wonder if we're just living in one big psyop of look over here, look over here. I mean, it's crazy. These people. The thing is, I know that the Max Kaisers of the world are not stupid, and for me, that's what the tell is, that they're up to something all the time. Eleanor Terrett, she talked to Patrick McHenry, who sends Gary Gensler letters and mean tweets, but doesn't seem to do anything else. He says just months after a federal judge sanctioned the SEC enforcement lawyers for lying to the court, new evidence shows Chair Gensler himself misled Congress in testimony to Financial Services Committee last April. Chair Gensler refused to answer questions regarding the SEC's classification of Ether. New court filings show this was an intentional attempt to misrepresent the Commission's position. Classifying Ether as a security contradicts previous statements of the SEC and Chair Gensler. Yet another example of the arbitrary and capricious nature of the agency's regulation by enforcement approach to digital assets. This episode underscores the urgency of Congress passing the bipartisan Fit for the 21st Century Act to provide a clear regulatory framework and robust consumer protections. But here's the problem, Patrick. Here's the problem. You said you were going to subpoena Gary Gensler if he didn't become responsive to you guys. This guy's been flipping you the bird from day one. This guy's been flipping everybody the bird. And why wouldn't he? Because you don't do anything except send letters and do mean tweets. As I've raised my kids, if I ever threatened my kid, if they do X, Y, and Z, that their punishment will be this, and I don't back it up by following through, they're not going to take me serious. And over time, I will not be an effective parent. Just like you aren't an effective regulator, or not regulator, but an effective congressman, because you're not following up through with what you said you would do. And neither is Tom Emory. A new day is coming. It never came. Gary Gensler doesn't care what you guys think because he is not afraid of you. The only way that they're going to be afraid of you is if you follow through and do the things they don't think you'll do. You've got to be as ruthless about overseeing him as he is about destroying this country and not caring about what investors think. This was Gary Gensler stringing Patrick McHenry along.
How would you categorize Ether then?
I think that the general sweep of what Congress did, not just in the 30s, but as amended.
I'm asking you, sitting in your chair now, to make an assessment under the laws as exist. Is Ether a commodity or a security?
Without speaking to any one.
I know you've repeatedly said you're not going to speak to one, except you've spoken to one, Bitcoin. So I'm asking you to speak to a second one, the second largest market cap here.
And speaking to the tokens, there's 10 to 12,000. If there's a group of entrepreneurs in
I'm asking about one.
The public is anticipating a profit based on the...
I'm asking a specific question, Chair Gensler. I said this in private. This should be no shock to you. I'm asking this question. Is Ether a commodity or a security?
And again, it depends on the facts and the law. And if there's a group of individuals...
I'm asking about the facts and the law sitting in your seat and the judgment you are making.
And so, Mr. Chair, I think you would not want me to prejudge because I'm also...
Right. So it's all bull crap. And the guy has seen no repercussions. Now, here's Jeremy Allaire talking about the internet financial system. Here we go.
Internet financial system to be used in the real economy, not just for speculating on memes. Like we have to have
just for jokes.
Digital currency, fiat stablecoins that are treated as real money, that are cash equivalent, so that if you're a financial institution, you can take this and you can hold it as collateral. Yeah. If you're and settlement. If you're a corporation, you know what this is. Your accounting firm, you're formerly from a large Big Four universe, right? So an accounting firm can say, this is a cash equivalent instrument. I can treat it this way. I can report it this way. The entirety of this, we have to have legally defined forms of stablecoins, and that's what's happening around the world, by the way, which is great. Once you have these defined as like a new form of legal electronic money instrument, then actually this can take hold at scale for real economic activity. And so that's really key. We have to have that. If we don't have that, this is not going to take hold as the basis of the internet financial system. And so that's a really, really key piece.
All righty. And then let's see, today is the day that since I'm traveling I think I'm traveling on, what's the date here? I think I'm traveling Wednesday. These videos, I have to do a couple of videos, so this is actually yesterday if you're watching this now. Just in, Binance founder CZ to be sentenced in U.S. court on Tuesday as he faces up to 3 years in prison. And then here's the opening ceremonies of the Hong Kong spot Bitcoin ETFs.
Time highs last month over 73,000.
And Ripple's just announced partner Hashkey is the leading fund.
US dollars. Now you can see that the Bitcoin ETFs, there's about 14 ETFs that have hit the market today from 3 different issuers. Those issuers are China Asset Management Company, Harvest Global Investment, and Hashkey Exchange. You can see the countdown has started. 4, 3, 2, 1, A very big listing ceremony here today, and you can see the hitting of the gongs. We've got 3 of the issuers on stage to mark this momentous occasion as Hong Kong becomes the first in Asia to offer retail investors a chance to trade crypto.
Now, does anybody listening to my voice think that Ripple and Hashkey announced this partnership, and do you think that it was coincidental that today was the day they were going to announce the Bitcoin ETFs? I do not. Apparently the ETFs over in Hong Kong did not hit as well as they had hoped, and it caused the Bitcoin price to dump. Now, more on the Hashkey thing here.
Are you live now? Have you started? Tell us all about the journey to get this approval.
Okay, thank you. We just got approved from SFC about our Type 1, Type 7 license uplifting, which makes Hashkey Exchange the first licensed exchange in Hong Kong to serve both institutional and retail investors. The license allow investors to buy and trade crypto like Bitcoin and ethereum through Hashkey Exchange. And the first license for retail users in Hong Kong is like a major milestone for the entire industry. Just like Coinbase to US market or Upbit to the Korean market. There is and should be a cutting edge and trustworthy exchange leading major markets like Hong Kong. And Hong Kong is going to have its own flagship crypto exchange and become a significant market all over the world.
Now, if you there were some great reminders being sent around today. SBI CEOs from back in 2022. Every bank in Japan will use Ripple's XRP by 2025. Then I thought Bank XRP might be directly over the target with this tweet right here in response to the Ripple announcement about joining forces with Hashkey. XRP ETF coming in hot, or am I just jumping the gun? So they announce it the day that Bitcoin ETFs go live. You have to believe that this really feels like a potential message being sent to me. XRP ETF over in Hong Kong. How about that action? Man, that would be like the Trump card, no pun intended, wouldn't it? Now, we're going to go more into this Hashkey Ripple development in DAIXRP.com, and some of it we're going to dip our toe into all the world's a stage file in there, and we're going to show you some other thoughts of mine as I saw this unfold. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends and family. Here we go.